Your life is like a movie, and you're the main character, and director, and the audience, and your biggest critic. So why wouldn't you make it the greatest movie you ever seen?
We will look a bit at poor life. No money, a lot of drugs. How was no sex game, no glamour, we'll find for a rock and roller. Always the same. Why? 'Cause for a real cock and holder, what's the fucking law?
Who is Albert Laser's son? Basically a little bit of a stupid annoying kid. A kid who has nothing. Albert liked to live life fast. Lame as bicycles. Ugly disgusting girls. Parties. My life hasn't always been like this. I was born in Russia and was raised by hardworking parents, mostly the grandma, because my parents had to work till the late evening. Due to the economic situation in Russia, not having the parents around, I was collecting deposit and playing with used needles from heroin junkies. This meant I had to move to a lot of different schools. 13 to be exact. I didn't grow up rich, I grew up poor. Starvation was an everyday thing after school. I knew my parents has no money for almost anything, till I turned 11 and my dad moved to Germany and took all us with him. Then my life changed forever. We moved to Karlsruhe. And my dad received his first welfare check. We got a 3-room flat in Bergwald. No houses anywhere, resocialization programs for the children, a rubber dinghy. One travel to a major European city every 3 years, mostly by bus with other old people. I always hated how just because you're born into a foreign family living out of welfare, people automatically label them as a stupid antisocial brat. Yes, I get my welfare check every month and I love spending it. Yes, my dad has nothing to contribute to my ideas. I don't even sure if he knows what I'm actually doing. Everything I do in life, I do on my own. And who isn't? But I don't need to pretend that things that I do are earned by someone else. It's all me. But I recognize that my dad made it all possible by moving to Germany. But that's not the reason for my ambition. My ambition is the super low esteem, hatred, insecurity, suicidal thoughts, depression and mental illness. I wanna break the stereotype that all poor kids were lazy, stupid and relying on welfare checks. If I'm gonna survive in this world, I need 2 things. 1, money, 2, good friends. So I was sent to a normal school with special classes for foreigners. At these schools there are other foreigners, Germans, workers, craftsmen, cleaners, vendors. Nobody from each school I went to made it. And then there was me, a dreamer, hateful, aggressive, drug selling, weird as fuck. But I was always alone due to the language barrier and misunderstanding. My hunger for attention made me bending and breaking the rules in every way, shape and form. Believe me, the things you're not allowed to do is another day in the office for me. It was my last straw. Someone decided one day I should buy a head off of a dead bird, which was lying dead for half a year on the roof of the school. When we got back from the roof and the whole school was talking about it, I was asked to leave, alone, all by myself. I was finally free. I never limit myself. I'm wildly ambitious. but only for things that I'm interested in. Otherwise, I'm lazy as fuck. And like most kids, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. There's one thing my dad told me, is that talent means money. But I said, fuck this. I don't need no money to do what I want, and I don't want to live in a world ruled by money. And since I refused to listen to anyone's advice, I began to do a lot of drugs, partying, did jobs here and there, doing stupid ass shit, alcohol abuse. These 9 months gave me more experience and knowledge than any school could ever have. Now it was time to following my own dream, and it was embroidering and design. To my first rental apartment, Karlsruhe, baden-württemberg. When I first moved here, I imagined my life like a movie. Friends getting fucked up with drugs on my couch, struggle with getting the next hit, the most underground fucked up parties. Guess what? Everything of this came true. Yes, Karlsruhe is boring. So it's easy to fall into drug addiction or depression, more than I should have been. I never met a girl if she wasn't completely drunk or completely out of her mind. So relationships isn't a problem for me. I even never dated someone conscious, ever. Because everybody at this time was making YouTube videos, the idea came to me. I was living this fucked up underground life. Why not pick up the cheapest camera I can find on the internet and start filming bullshit videos about my life? Since I started filming, I learned Premiere Pro, After Effects and Photoshop all by myself with a cheap ass cracked broken version of it. I started a YouTube channel and also unofficially partnered up with my best friend Alfie to create freisinn design, in order to make a living out of something we both love, by creating animations, clothes and fashion. We also have our brand to represent the kind of kids we are. Bipolar, schizophrenic, freaks, individuals, autistic, stupid, depressed, idiotic, possessed, paranoid, satanic, hardcore. Anyway, I don't care if my story inspired you or if you watched it or not. Be what you already are and don't try to be someone else. Nothing matters in this world and no one cares. So embrace the absurdity. So leave a comment and write random shit, cause it means nothing to me. I'm just a piece of shit and will die soon anyway. And subscribe, cause I have a lot of more bullshit stuff I wanna make. And you always have the freedom to click the X button in the upper right corner of your browser when you have enough of me.
Does it look bad? F to the O, Trey Joa. Got a sword here with my laser and son design. Yo, what? Oh, look at that, he's got a sword, but I don't want to dope. You want to smoke, but I just want to crawl. Your profession. Oh. Life's not a bitch. Life is a beautiful woman. Haha. Woohoo. Yeah.